Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, our live weekly wrestling show and the official podcast of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's not cool.
We are here to talk about this past week in the WWE, which means we're talking about Raw, we're talking about SmackDown Live, NXT, 205 Live, the Mixed Match Challenge, and for some unknown reason, there's a pay-per-view on Sunday, so I guess we're going to talk about Fastlane.
That's many much things, Owen. Potentially too many much things.
Yep, I'm Owen, and joined as always by John.
Joined as always by everybody out there in internet land. Isn't that cool?
It's not cool.
We are streaming live over at Mixlr.com. Jesus.
Nope.
I don't know why I did it, because I'm literally looking at our stream right now at twitch.tv/ozoneonline, because, yo, I'm monitoring the chat there. Owen, are you monitoring the chat on our YouTube channel at ProWrestling.Cool if you type it in?
YouTube's bad.
Into your search bar thing?
YouTube's bad. I'm not looking at YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is a pretty bad place, all things considered. But you know what else is bad?
Professional wrestling.
I was going to say life, but yeah.
Same thing. Because our lives are wrestling.
Facts. Anyway, we're monitoring our chats there and our Twitter at the Heel Turn, so send us your questions and your comments, and we will get to them as we deem fit. Owen,
John.
I'm staring into the maw of madness by watching myself talk like 5 to 10 seconds after I'm actually talking. I can't hear it, but it's very weird and creepy.
Don't do that.
Look, man,
I paused the stream.
I'm about to turn 30 in like 19 days. I've decided I'm gonna get weird with it this decade.
You get weird with
Getting
yourself?
twisted.
Nice. I mean, you did that 2 weeks ago on I'd Rather Not, to be fair. You got real weird.
When am I never not getting weird? Also, I kind of just wanted an excuse to talk about Freddy Got Fingered.
Nope.
A classic film.
We're not talking about that on this show. This show is not that kind of show.
Did you know that there is a 7.5-hour cut of Freddy Got Fingered, apparently?
Nope. Don't want to talk about that.
I don't know how that's possible. I'm not sure how they made a fucking hour-and-a-half cut.
Nope. Literally talk about anything else.
I don't know. Dragon Quest Builders is still cool. Night in the Woods is still really cool. I should probably beat that.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you shaking your head from like 10 seconds ago, and it's making me sad.
You need
to feel like you're
not look at that. It's distracting. This is a podcast.
It's pretty fun, though. You gotta have some kind of bit here.
I mean, John, last time you just got distracted by that one video that you played during the last like half hour of the show.
It's a really good video, though. You have to admit.
Yeah, but it makes for terrible podcasting. Just the worst.
I don't know.
You know what we can talk about, John?
Fuck word's pretty alright.
Yeah, that's how I would describe outside right now. Because we're in the Northeast, and it is real bad here.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna let's do a live thing with the audience at home here. Let's open up my window and see how it is.
Oh boy.
Nope,
we
not
can't
snowing anymore.
We can't see anything. But yeah, because
it's cool.
It's dark and cold out there, and it's bad. It's
cool. It doesn't seem like it's snowing anymore, but it's gross and shitty and ugly, and I don't like it.
Dude,
I don't want any part of it.
It snowed like over 8 inches here. It was real bad.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, we got out of my office closed early today. It was some shit.
My office never opened. We decided.
Well, how about that?
We decided yesterday. We're like, actually, fuck this. We're closed. However, ProWrestling.Cool was still open, and for some reason, both of us today posted about professional wrestling. So you can go check out the website to see our recaps of Raw and SmackDown.
Sure. This is the thing that indeed happened.
It's a website we got plugged, John.
It's patreon.com/PWC.
No one pays for that anymore. We don't make any more money on that. Awkward silence after John realizes we're now broke.
Yep. I mean, same as it ever was.
No, I mean, we were profitable for a bit. It was good. Anywho, John, anything else before we get into professional wrestling? Because apparently a lot of stuff happened this week.
I mean, I could talk about a lot of stuff in my life,
please
but
don't. It's not that kind of show.
Let's get real here for a second.
Oh boy. Okay. What do you got?
I bought a replica belt.
Oh, I think you're gonna say the fuck word.
The fuck word is a good word.
Does the
Let's
belt
talk about
Does
it.
your replica belt say the fuck word on it?
I mean, it is the big gold belt with the letters NWO graffitied onto it. So that's kind of the 1996 equivalent of the fuck word.
Yeah,
when
there
you think
go.
about it.
True. True. I have the WCW big gold belt without that on it.
I thought about getting that, and I almost got that, but then I decided, no, this is who I really am. This is who I've always been.
Mm-hmm.
For life.
For life. But John, like, let me tell you something. Like, I've been telling you,
honestly, I did it because because the truth is, if I bought the big gold belt, I probably was just gonna graffiti it myself anyway. So why not just have them do it for me?
I mean, it'd probably be more have your own special touch on it if you did it.
I've done it before. I'm lazy now.
Fair. But yeah, I think I've mentioned it before, but if I were to get a replica belt now, it would be the current WWE Championship. But only if I could find a place that makes high quality custom plates for the sides. Like I gotta have a real dumb thing on the side plates. Gotta make it my own, man. Have you looked into that at all? Because I still haven't found anything.
I have not, and now I'm just trying to consider what my side plates would be.
It would just be one would be I am John in the text that's on your hat. And then the other one would be your face. Like looking shocked.
I don't know. I feel like I want something more crazy and intense than that, but I can't think of anything. All right. This is going to be my homework during this show. Before this show comes to an end, I'm going to come up with my custom faceplates.
Yeah, but my plates would probably just be I would want a copy of the Eagles championship ones because those are cool.
All right then.
Speaking of which, I'm looking into finding a replica of the Labari trophy because I'm an idiot. I like to have trophies. They're hard to come by, apparently.
Okay. Really?
Yep. But have you figured out your side
I'm just
plates?
going to throw it out there. CrownAwards.com, you can get your own customized awards like I have done for dumb shit.
What's the dumbest award that you've given yourself?
I bought myself an award for winning an argument on Twitter.
Is the trophy a little Twitter icon?
No, the trophy is a man beating another man in a kids wrestling. It's a kids wrestling trophy.
What?
Kids wrestling trophy.
Why?
Like, amateur wrestling. Because I thought that was the best representation of I beat this man in a Twitter argument.
I would rather have a trophy of someone beating another person to death with like a cell phone in their hand. Like just bludgeoning them to death. Like that would be awesome.
Look, Crown Awards is a family business. I'm amazed that they're even selling me a trophy to celebrate me beating a man in a Twitter argument.
All right, that's pretty good though. Pretty good.
Also, this was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Word? John, you ready to head into wrestling news?
Different time.
Wrestling news?
No.
Oh God, what now?
Wait for it.
I'm waiting.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Hey John.
Let's get down. Wrestle theme news.
I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna figure out a way to be able to let you hear the song, and then it's gonna ruin all the magic. It's gonna be great.
It's not, because I'll just still do it anyway.
That magic that technology has to exist, and I will figure it out one day. But today is not that day. Instead, I have one question for you.
Okay.
Hillbilly Jim wasn't already in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I was actually surprised by this. Like, wait, really?
Literally everyone I've talked to also had that question. They're like, "What? He's not?" I'm like, "Apparently not, because now he's going in."
Cool, I guess. I mean, I don't. What?
He was in all the
I
80s
never.
cartoons and stuff, so.
I know. I never.
He's a hillbilly. His name's Jim. He wears overalls. He's got a beard.
Dances, apparently.
Sure. Why not?
I feel like this was just a. Did you watch the video that they made for Hillbilly Jim?
I don't give a shit about Hillbilly Jim. Why would I watch the video?
I feel like this was just a backdoor test to see if people will tolerate them letting Hulk Hogan back into the fold.
Really? Because
a good deal of the portion of the beginning of the video was about how Hulk Hogan pulled Hillbilly Jim out of the crowd. It's just like, oh, look at this crazy guy. Well, I want to train you to be a wrestler. And he did. Which, I mean, maybe that's the thing. Like, not really knowing that much about Hillbilly Jim, because I don't give no fuck about no Hillbilly Jim. Like, maybe that's something that's just kind of unavoidable. Like, maybe you just can't really acknowledge his legacy without acknowledging the key part that Hulk Hogan and the rock and wrestling shit played into it. But at the same time, it felt to me a little like a test balloon of, yo, Hulk Hogan, he's cool, right?
John, it's obvious that they want to use Hulk Hogan again. I mean, someone was talking to me earlier this week about the WWE wanting to bring back Del Rio.
I heard that rumor as well, and what the fuck, man?
And then I said, hey, guess what? Everyone that runs wrestling are super shitty people, so of course they want them back.
Like, Jesus Christ, what? Oh my
God.
Oh my God.
Get him near Paige again. It's a great idea. Here's the thing, even if you put them on separate brands, guess what? All the pay-per-views are joint branded now. Coke parties every month.
Not to be cynical about it, but now that she seemingly can't wrestle anymore, maybe they just don't give a fuck.
I mean, if she's not an active wrestler, she doesn't need to be drug tested, maybe? Well, anyway, I don't think Del Rio is going to come back, and I don't think this was actually a test for Hulk Hogan to come back. They're just saying, we're going to ease it in because we need to acknowledge that he's part of our history, but he should not be on television. Unless...
There are a lot of people that should not be on television anymore.
John, unless they get Hulk Hogan to induct them.
No.
But what if? What if, John? Who else inducts him?
Terry Bollea inducts him, and before doing so has to give a disclaimer about the fact that Hulk Hogan's induction speeches are much longer than Terry Bollea's induction speeches, and that's, part of the character.
That was a good one. Well played. Well played.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think we have to move on from there now.
There you go.
We hit the peak there.
Broke it.
Now let's talk about independent wrestling. I think that
That's the thing that exists.
We don't discuss it much, but
the Ring of Honors, the Championship Wrestling from Hollywoods.
No, we're not talking about those. We're talking about the Bullet Club. And I
hear that they're for life.
And they're also all in. Their all in show has a date and a location. It's September 1st at the Sears Center just outside of Chicago.
All right then.
And everyone instantly said, guess who's going to show up?
I'm going to guess AJ Lee.
That'd be really funny if that was the thing. But no,
because there's no fucking way the CM Punk's gonna be there.
Well, everyone asked him, and he said on Twitter, everyone's been asking me if I'm all in. And you know what his answer was?
No.
He's all in. With the Cubs.
He's all in.
With the Cubs.
Wait, what?
He's all in with the Cubs.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because the Cubs thing is everybody in. So he's like, yeah, I'm in with the Cubs.
Of course he is.
Very good.
He's not coming back. What the fuck are you doing, people?
Yeah, he's not.
He's busy losing at UFC and writing comic books that apparently are never coming out. Has any of his comic books he's apparently writing come out?
I think they have.
No
one's reading them? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking Ta-Nehisi Coates is getting upgraded from fucking writing Black Panther to motherfucking Captain America. And like all of the fucking time that CM Punk has been gone from fucking Wrestle Show. And like motherfucker gets like a Thor or whatever. And like,
Drax.
What the fuck has he done?
Maybe he's... I mean, have you read the comics? Maybe they're not that great. I don't know.
I just don't think they even exist. I'm going to look this up. We're not supposed to do research, but...
Mm-hmm. But if anyone in the chat, if they've read any of CM Punk's comic book work and can give us an opinion of how the quality of it is, feel free to let us know in the chat. But I don't know. I expect that if anything, he would be in the crowd. Because I could see that happening. Him showing up in the crowd, making an appearance. But
sure, okay.
All these people I keep talking with. They're like, yeah, it'd be great. He's gonna be there, and Bryan Danielson's gonna be there, and they're gonna have a match, and it's gonna be the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, no, none of that's happening. It's never happening. Stop building up this show to be bigger, this big thing in your head, because it's not gonna be. And also, you're not gonna drive out to Chicago to go attend it because you're lazy.
Okay, I was wrong. CM Punk has done things.
There you go.
He is apparently he wrote a Thor annual, and he did a series of comics about Drax.
I did mention he did Drax.
I did not hear you. He also did some Masters of Kung Fu thing.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It came out last year or something. Here.
So there you go. He's still doing the comic books. There you go.
It seems like he's not doing them now. Like mostly he was doing them in 2016.
Well, they should get him back to do the Fantastic Four since they revived that.
Admittedly, I kind of forgot that he's been gone that fucking long.
He's been gone forever, dude.
I know. I like I'm saying, I kind of forgot that it's been fucking 4 years at this point.
And people still keep banging that drum, and it's not happening. If he would go anywhere in wrestling, it would be WWE. And that's not going to happen, so...
Yeah, he doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't care.
He's going to get the shit beat out of him in UFC again, and then he's never going to do it again.
Yeah, and then he'll just go on to living off of his millions of dollars and... writing fucking comic books and fucking going to punk shows and being married to AJ Lee and doing whatever it is he does. And her rescue animal business.
And before anyone jumps to this conclusion with Brock Lesnar going back to UFC, he's not going to fight Punk. They're not in the same weight class. That's just...
I wanted to!
I mean, yeah.
The only person that jumped to that conclusion was me last week saying I want that to happen, and I stand by it. That should happen.
It's not gonna happen unless Punk like puts on like a lot of weight, which I don't think he's even capable of. I just don't think it's possible.
Don't do weight classes. Do an unsanctioned match. Who gives a fuck?
It has to be sanctioned because UFC has number one, the USADA has to sanction it. And number two, the sanction has to make the money. You can't have a gate and not have it sanctioned.
The point is watch CM Punk get his ass beat anyway. Who cares?
I know. Literally, they can put literally anyone against Punk and he'd get his ass beat.
Yeah, but I want to watch the big scary monster man eat him. That's the point.
I get it. Makes sense. Still not gonna happen.
This sucks. Move on.
What about Ronda Rousey? Raw superstar Ronda Rousey.
Eh.
Yeah? Well, what if I told you that Ronda Rousey is gonna be full-time through at least WrestleMania because she's scheduled to appear on every Raw leading up?
That's, I guess, not that surprising.
I mean, you would think Ronda Rousey, big important person, kind of have a Brock Lesnar type schedule, but no. She's gonna show up for one segment every week and then fly away before the show ends.
Yeah, they're trying to push her and trying to make her seem like a big deal and like a big part of the show. Like they're being like, "Oh man, she's a member of the Raw roster and all these things." Like, yeah, so of course they're gonna have her.
Here's the question: is it gonna overexpose her? Because you're not gonna have her do a match for it.
Yes.
Like they kind of overexposed her already this week on Raw when we talk about it. Like,
you let me answer that for you. Yes.
All right. So we'll discuss Ronda more when we talk about Raw, but I just wanted to throw it out there. She's confirmed for every Raw heading up to WrestleMania.
Cool, I guess.
Our last two bits are rumors. You excited about Rumor Mill?
Reporting on things from the dirt sheets.
Yep, and I don't have any information on either of these things. So
okay. So this is gonna be fun.
Like the only thing I've heard from people is, yeah, it's a possibility these things could happen. There's nothing solid about either of these yet. But after this week, I'm pretty confident this first one's gonna happen.
Before you get into this, I have some actual wrestling news.
Breaking news?
I broke it in the About Last Night that you could read at ProWrestling.Cool.
Ooh.
But
what you got?
Say here again, Owen.
John.
I kind of like that Papa Roach song. That's the new Raw theme.
I haven't heard it.
It's all right. It's kind of sounds like a weird fake Rage Against the Machine song. I'm kind of into it.
Okay. Because if you ask me, like, have I watched Raw since they changed the new theme song? The answer is no. I haven't watched Raw.
You don't really hear it because it's not like they've ever showed like the intro or anything. It's just, they play it in the interstitials.
Oh, speaking of the transition to the new look for Raw, I remember SmackDown how I said I really liked the new graphics they did.
Yes,
they changed them again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now they're kind of like a hybrid of new graphics and then also SmackDown's old graphics, and it's okay. It's fine. I like the other one more, but whatever. I can't have nice things. Still same.
Hooray!
The theme song's still the same though, and I really like the theme song. So, John, are you ready for these rumors now? You settled in?
Let's hear it. Let's do it.
First one is that after, with WWE having their whole cruiserweight tournament at WrestleMania leading up to a new champion, what if I were to tell you that after WrestleMania they're going to introduce a new cruiserweight title?
I have heard this.
The Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship. What do you think?
I mean, they need shit for the cruiserweights to fucking do.
Uh-huh. And
so, yeah.
And the cruiserweights seem to be completely separate from Raw now, which is a good thing.
No, they haven't fucking appeared in for fucking ever.
Ever since
I'm not complaining.
Ever since Drake Maverick showed up, it's become its own brand. And that's a good thing.
Yep. I just sent you the Raw theme song, by the way. So you can listen to it with your perusal.
I'm not going to listen to it later. I'm not listening to it during the show, sir.
Oh, well, obviously. I'm just telling you.
Okay. But, if some people are like going, well, the show's only an hour. How are you going to have, both these belts going around with such a limited roster and only an hour of TV time? And the answer is NXT is an hour. They have 4 championships.
don't really see one of them, but I mean, I guess you see.
Yeah,
I guess you saw the champion for that one tonight.
Yeah, and they're having a title match next week, so yeah. They announced a championship match for next week. So yeah, they have 4 belts there. And it works.
Yeah.
So why not they're starting to
form... not telling me anything I don't know.
They're starting to form cruiserweight tag teams now. So having a title makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
The only bad ththing is that makes me worried about Drew Gulak.
And why is that?
Because I think he might go into those belts instead of the singles belt. That make me sad. So are you ready for the other rumor?
Let's hear it, Owen.
Rumor is that Raw, when the TV rights are up, may be moving to Fox.
Now I have heard a lot of talk about this, considering that I heard that fucking Chris Cowheed or whatever the fuck his name, Cowherd.
Fuck him.
I don't know what.
Fuck that guy. I hate him.
Yeah, he sucks, and I don't remember his name because I block it out because every time I realize who he is, it's like, oh right, that piece of shit.
Just call him Colin Fuckhead.
All right, Colin Fuckface.
That also works.
Tammy.
But what about him?
Apparently, for one, for those that don't know out there, he's also notorious for fucking always talking shit about wrestling fans and calling them fucking dumb babies who don't understand that it's fucking fake because he's a dipshit troll piece of shit.
Yeah, he also talks shit about the city of Philadelphia and how we're all fucking morons, so yeah, fuck him.
Well.
Don't. Just continue.
Basically, he showed up at, I want to say, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And was hanging out backstage and had some pictures. And he also made a comment on his show, a couple weeks ago, where he, insinuated that maybe WWE was going to be coming to the Fox networks.
Yeah.
And the talk, the rumors that I had heard, maybe you could corroborate this as well, is that the plan that they have is, like you said, yes, there are big changes to Raw that they're planning. They're planning on cutting Raw down back to fucking 2 hours. Thank you, Jesus. Oh. But there's also an important reason why they would do that. And it's not just because it would be better for the show, even though it would be better for the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're fucking putting it on actual fucking Fox.
Yes, that is... If the deal happens, it would be 2 hours again. And it would be on actual network television.
Actual network television for the first time since SmackDown was on UPN. And who fucking cares about UPN or the CW, I guess? Wow. Yeah, CW seems to be pretty popular now in its weird subset.
Yeah. This seems like a bad idea.
You think so?
I think this seems like a terrible idea because, number one, you've got to deal with the FCC. So there's no chance of having any slip-ups with censorship at all. Because it's you're gonna get fined for realsies. And also no overrun. Because it's
because you're cutting into, and not even just network television, but literally it's
local news.
Yeah, the way that I'm just thinking about the way that my Fox affiliate, the WNYC, runs here, or is it WNEW? I don't fucking remember which one it is. Point being, the way that Fox channel runs is, they do the 8 o'clock show and the 9 o'clock show, and then it's the local news at 10.
Yep, that's pretty much everywhere. It's 10 o'clock news. It's Fox. Okay. Because it's also
I'm just making sure because I don't know how every Fox channel runs. I assume it was that.
Well, both of ours do, so there you go. The point is there'd be no overrun. It'd be 2 hours. Dealing with the FCC. Also, because...
the thing that I would say is that also knowing how my Fox affiliate is run, that 11 o'clock, they have the news for an hour, and then 11 o'clock is just fucking just like random shit. Like I was gonna say fucking Mad About You, because that's what I fucking identify it with from my fucking childhood of like, here's this Mad About You rerun. I'm sure it's something like actually more modern, probably fucking Big Bang Theory or some bullshit.
Mad About You is modern because they're gonna bring it back.
Oh Jesus, are they?
Of course they are. They're bringing Roseanne back. They're bringing everything back.
Fuck
Will and Grace is already back.
I've heard that the Will and Grace coming back was actually.
Hear me
really
out.
good,
what if Seinfeld but modern?
What if Seinfeld but modern?
Let's do it. Let's go.
We can make this happen.
Let's go pitch it to NBC.
What could possibly go wrong? Anyway,
the show about nothing.
Never work.
But John,
what were we talking about again?
Raw going to Fox.
I mean, I was thinking that like basically the point I was getting at here is that it's not like they really have anything major on that like would be shitty to push back, like say a late night talk show anyway. So, and like, you know, at least these channels, I feel like these channels have already proven, like at least my local channels have proven that like, yo, if there's like a sports thing or like a big event, they'll fucking push back the news, whatever. They don't give a shit.
But this is professional wrestling. They don't give a shit.
I mean, they must give a shit enough if they want to buy the thing.
I mean, the networks, I mean, the affiliates wouldn't give a shit. They would just like, yo, we don't want to be sticking around in this, studio waiting for the wrestling show to end. We're going on at 10. Well, also, if you know, SmackDown doesn't have an overrun. And it sucks. It really sucks because for the past 2 weeks now, it's like they've been in the middle of something and it just cuts off because the time runs out.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing that I was actually going to say was that I think that this would be pretty okay for Raw, but I don't know if it would be really okay for SmackDown because the talk I've heard is that SmackDown is going to move to Fox Sports 1. Yeah. I don't seem like anybody watched that channel.
Well, let me tell you also what would happen if this Fox deal happens. You know this brand split thing?
Yes, I've heard of it.
It's over. This happens.
What?
If this happens, the brand split's going to be over because if they have a show on the network television, they're not going to want to hold back all the big stars onto Fox Sports 1. They're going to want to put everything they got onto Fox. So this is pretty much what everyone I've talked to said this too. Like, yeah, this would mark the end of the brand split pretty much. Or if that, it would become extremely unbalanced. Because they would put all the big talent on Raw.
Then what the fuck would SmackDown even be?
What it was before, I guess. Either that, or it's going to be a show of a bunch of nobodies that's lost to the void of Fox Sports 1.
It would be like the Sub-B show.
Yes. That's why I hate this, and I really do not want this deal to happen.
I mean, Christ, it's already the B show. It's just the argument you can make it the B is for best. But fuck, that would be like, yeah, that would be really bad.
Yeah, I feel like USA cares a lot about the WWE programming and will do everything to get to make sure that it's got the best positioning. Like, hell, they let SmackDown be live now on Tuesdays. They made Raw a third hour. They do the whole WWE week, whatever they want. They're always promoting WWE and making them a focus of the network. I don't think Fox is going to do any of that for them. And this will only push WWE further and further away from being on regular television. Just say, fuck this. We're just going to go be all digital.
The argument I could see being made is that it feels like USA is really trying to make a hard push towards being a more legitimate channel, like a more let's say FX, if you would, like a channel that does prestige television, an interesting thing. And granted, I think that some of those things that they do are actually worth considering that title. Like Mr. Robot is fucking awesome. I kind of fell off during the second season, but everything I've seen of Mr. Robot is fucking fantastically good. You watched some of that Tupac and Biggie limited series they're doing. You said it was pretty good. USA is doing some interesting stuff, and I could see them being like, all right, we're gonna push out of this, this WWE shit and really commit to that. At the same time, there's still also the channel that, like, preceding fucking WWE shows is fucking Modern Family reruns, and after it usually is some bullshit starring Todd Chrisley.
Excuse me, Todd Chrisley is great.
So who even knows what their plans? I don't.
Like, I feel like even if they want to do that, they still got room. They have to fill time on the weekly schedule, and having new programming that is live for 5 hours in their schedule every week seems pretty good.
Every single week.
So I think,
and they're ultimately not paying that much for it.
Yeah, I think WWE,
they're paying a lot for it, clearly, but like,
yeah, I think they're gonna fight to keep it, and I hope that they win. This Fox stuff seems like a bad idea. That's my 2 cents.
Let's get Turner back in the mix. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I don't think Vince McMahon will ever work with Ted Turner, and vice versa. Never.
I don't think Ted Turner is even involved in his company anymore.
No, I thought you meant like literally Ted Turner was just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some random network and then make space for WWE.
No, I meant fucking put it on TNT next to the Alienist.
Oh man, alien characters on Raw. Let's do it.
What is an Alienist?
It's like some criminology stuff. It's not actual alien.
Yeah, what?
I know, it's dumb.
What the fuck is that?
I know, it's an old time term. It's dumb. It's another crime.
Speaking of things that are dumb, that show looks bad.
I know people who watch it, and I don't care. Speaking of bad shows, let's talk about Raw. And
okay. Wow. Calling it out.
Let's look at your notes, John. Wait, there are no notes.
Let's create them together, Owen. Let's create.
No, I didn't watch this show. I can't help you.
You have opinions about Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh, okay.
I like Ronda Rousey. What? I don't like Kurt Angle though.
Yeah.
I don't like this segment they had.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like anyone involved.
John, make sure you're writing these down as we're talking this, because you know that people who subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/PWC get a copy of our show notes. And I'd like to actually have something on there for Raw and not just a blank space.
Hey, baby. I got a blank space, and I'll write your name.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care about any of this. I don't find Ronda Rousey that compelling as a personality.
Ronda arousing?
Fuck you.
Ha
I don't care. Like I'm and I'll admit that maybe this is clouded by the fact that I don't really care for her as a person. Based on things that I've heard about her.
Sorry, John, but according to our high five, we are BFFs now.
You're wrong. And also, don't talk to me. You high five Stephanie. You fucking sellout.
She and I are BFFs too now. I can't help it. I don't know who to root for at WrestleMania. Is what I'm saying. I'm on both sides. I'm in both corners. And Owen in every corner.
No.
Yes.
I don't like anyone involved, and I don't want to watch this match.
I'm BFS with both of them, so I have to watch this match. It's the most important match of WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, because it's the one that Triple H is in, so it'll be the one with the only good entrance.
Hell yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna have a Triple H and Stephanie entrance again. Those are always great. Remember the time she was the Lich Queen and she was up on top of that thing?
You don't have to remind me of the time that she was the Lich Queen. I will never forget that she was the Lich Queen. The time that she was the Lich Queen was fucking awesome.
Remember when she was a biker wife? You rode the back of my motorcycle?
There were a lot of mixed messages in that one. Triple H and Stephanie are outlaw bikers, but they also get a cop brigade.
Because they're the authority. Don't worry about it. That's why they're such assholes. They get to be both the outlaws and the law. That was the message. That was the message, is that they make the rules and fuck you. Bad.
Remember that time he murdered a bunch of Terminators?
Yeah, I'm excited for Triple H's entrance.
And then he murdered Sting's legacy?
No, that was Seth Rollins.
No, he murdered Sting. There's a difference.
Oh, right, Triple H murdered a picture of Sting.
Fine.
I'm happy with that one. I'm happy with myself.
Just shaking my head.
Yep. But John, the big problem I had with this segment, aside from Kurt Angle having to say words, was that Ronda got her hands on Stephanie.
Yeah, they gave fucking everything about it. They gave too much away. Like, the whole thing was them giving too much away. Of fucking saying, oh man, Triple H is gonna get put in the ankle.
Mm-hmm.
And they got, oh, everybody's fighting. And whoa, no, then Triple H gets in the ankle lock. Oh no!
Yeah, they need to simmer down a bit. But also they have like 4 more weeks of TV programming, and they're going to be at every single one. So I don't know. You can't put Ronda into a match.
I mean, it's the typical way that WWE writes stories now. They do an A to B to C that goes A to B to B to B to B to B to B to, oh, okay, now it's pay-per-view time, C. Let's go back to B for a second here now on Raw.
Yep. Sometimes they go to C early, though. That's the thing. Sometimes they go to C to D, then back to C for the pay-per-view. It's like, I've already seen this!
Yep.
Hi, Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Bray. Let's talk about that now.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm in.
I don't know if I'm in.
I'm in! Because I know something
excited.
that you don't.
Oh, okay.
Did you see? Well, explain to the folks what happened first, and then I'll explain to you what you don't know.
Bray Wyatt had a match against the Rhino. He beat the Rhino. It was a bad match.
Duh.
Bray Wyatt was all like, fuck you, Matt Hardy. Fuck your final deletion shit. He actually called out the final deletion by name.
He meant that. He said that accidentally. He was going to say Great War, but he said final deletion. He corrected himself.
He said Great War once, so cool.
He corrected himself. They said final deletion. He meant to say Great War.
Well, I like that he said final deletion. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but then Matt Hardy's like, well, what about...
Fuck you! How about the ultimate deletion? Come to my house, bro!
And we see Vanguard 1, and we see the lake
we do see Skarsgård.
And we see, and the lake of, whatever. The lake that makes you be your old gimmicks.
Yeah.
It's all there. A house is there. Everything's there.
I'm aware.
But John, the thing you don't know is you weren't looking at Twitter properly. Kevin Dunn did not shoot any of that footage. Rebby Hardy shot that footage.
Okay.
They're gonna shoot this stuff in the Hardy compound correctly.
Okay.
I'm in.
I'm not, but I'm interested and excited and willing to give it a chance.
Prepare the battlefield for annihilation.
I want it to be super cool. My worry is still that WWE will get their hands on it and they will edit it into dumb shit.
Nope. I think that they understand. No, Triple H is going to go to Vince like, no, we need to let them do this. If we want
Do
to,
they understand? Because it still seems like his character is basically just coming up with different weird ways to laugh.
Yeah, and that's all the Vince stuff. He's like, no, for this one, if we want to make all the money, we need them to do it themselves. We need them to do it. Please. In fact, WWE has even went a step further and did something super fucking crazy. They went to Impact.
Wait, they got super crazy involved?
I wish.
Is Tajiri gonna show up?
Never. He's in Japan forever now. But John,
somebody's gonna annoy William Regal.
They went to Impact. And they have licensed out all the Hardy footage from Impact.
Okay.
So they can show the footage of the final deletion and all the other shit. All the other Hardy shit they've done. WWE has licensed now. Which you might be for a DVD or something, but it might be for this build.
I could see them doing, like, you know, the thing that they would do when, like, Samoa Joe and some people came in, of having, like, the old footage, or, like, Finn, of, like, the old footage of, like, you know, Pro Wrestling Revo or Ring of Honor.
They could do this. They explain, like, if people don't know what the Hardy compound is, here's a taste. Buckle up. We're going to war.
I want to be cool.
I only asked for one thing from this, John. I only asked for one thing. I want Bray Wyatt to fall into the lake, and I want to see Husky Harris. I just want to see it. Once. Just once. And I'm good. Think they can do it?
Yeah, they'll do it.
That'd be so good. Oh, man.
Husky Harris versus Willow. Book it.
Tank with a Ferrari engine. Think about it. Also, yeah, obviously Willow's going to show up. And Senior Benjamin. And King Maxwell. Oh, it's going to be so good. Now, here's the question, though. Do they save it for WrestleMania? Or
are they smoking Joe Frazier?
Or are they going to do it on Raw? What do you think?
Wait, what?
I'm asking, are they going to save it for WrestleMania, or are they going to do it on Raw?
What? The Hardy compound?
Yeah.
Doug, they're doing it next week.
What?
Yeah. How did you not understand that? They're doing it next week.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. I don't remember them ever saying next week.
I thought that was the implication, was that it was going to be next week.
John, you talk. I have to look this up now. I'm very concerned.
Okay, please do, because yeah, that was what my understanding was from the way that they were selling it, was that, like, the whole plan was, all right, we're going to do this, and then next week we're going to have the footage of what happened. Like, my understanding was that they were basically doing the same thing that they did for the fucking New Day goes to the Wyatt farm. But hey, if I'm wrong,
AJ John.
Yeah?
I did the thing where I go to the WWE website and then there's breaking news.
Yeah?
And the website's taking 100 years to load, so I don't know what the news is. So give me a second.
Nice!
Hey, website. Tell me the news.
Well, while the website loads, let's talk about something else that happened on the Raw.
It's a spoiler, by the way.
Oh, is it the NXT spoiler?
Yep.
Because I know that news.
I mean, they just announced it now.
I think it's pretty dumb, honestly.
Is it about how I was talking about how there's 4 championships in NXT?
Yeah.
And now there's 5?
Yeah.
I think that's okay. I think the match they announced is pretty fucking cool.
No, don't get me wrong. The match they announced sounds really fucking cool. I think that's going to be a very good match. I just think that why
not?
Why do you now have a spoilers NXT North American Championship?
Because Canada needs some love. That's why.
I don't understand why.
John,
you need more than the NXT Championship
John, you
for
don't
your
understand.
developmental league.
Do you not remember the part where you bought a replica belt?
I understand that I bought a replica belt.
They want to sell more. More replica belts. Everybody gets a championship. Everyone gets a trophy. You don't understand. What, the announcement of this match?
Vince McMahon complains that no one reaches for the brass ring, literally creates more participation trophies.
But John, do you know who's in the match?
Yes.
At least we know Lars Sullivan exists again.
I'm very happy that Lars Sullivan exists again. I don't think he will win this, but he should win this.
I think this match is gonna be the match of the night. It's a spoiler, but it's on WWE's website, so just bear with us. Skip ahead a minute if you don't want to hear. It's a 6-man ladder match featuring Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan,
and the NXT debut of Ricochet and EC3.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it. I'm in.
No, don't get me wrong. It's going to be a fucking awesome match. It's going to be super cool. It's just, why though?
Because Adam Cole's going to win a belt. And then Undisputed Era's going to have all the belts.
But they're not having all the belts because they don't have the belt that actually matters.
Yeah, they're going to get that belt too. Adam Cole's got both belts.
They're just going to give Adam Cole... They're just going to basically treat him like Kenny Omega and be like, sorry you can't be the actual champion, but we'll create a belt for you.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Still a belt. Still a belt.
It just feels lazy.
At least it
just feels like
John, at least
it just feels like they're giving Adam Cole a belt
John,
because they can't give him the belt because Aleister Black needs to have the belt.
At least it means more than the other 2 mid-card belts because it's not bogged down with bullshit. The North American Championship means more than both the Intercontinental title and the United States title combined. And it hasn't even debuted yet.
Excuse me, sir, but I'll have you know that the Intercontinental Championship and current Intercontinental Champion is like 60-something days away from being the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Yeah, what's his record this year in non-title matches?
I mean, he's still the Miz.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Honky Tonk Man reigned for like 1,000,000 fucking days and he sucked too.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bad belt for bad people.
He's a heel. A chicken shit heel who cares more about being an actor.
It's a bad belt for bad people.
Fuck you, I like The Miz, and you do too.
Bad belt for bad people.
Speaking of things I like, the Symphony of Destruction Falls Count Anywhere match was really stupid.
Oh,
and really fun.
Why did this happen?
Because they said, hey, remember when Braun beat the shit out of Elias with that bass? What if we just did an entire match of that? Just so we could do that one spot again and then do some dumb spot with a piano.
How does this benefit Braun, though?
Because Braun's doing fuck all right now, and it's something for him to look cool shit, and also it feels like they're kind of giving him a babyface turn because everybody likes him.
He's doing fuck all for WrestleMania, too.
I know, and it sucks.
They should put him in the North American Championship match.
They should put him in the Universal Championship match.
They won't.
I know.
Because fuck Braun.
Just like they won't put him in anything.
Yeah. Watch he'll like do a skit with like Flow Rider or some stupid shit. Great. But don't worry, John, because
there'll be a Snickers sketch about it. Don't worry.
At least they're doing good stuff with Braun on Tuesday night, which we'll talk about. I'm very excited about it. Except for, aside from the fact that they're going to lose in the next round.
Yes, Owen. I know your kinks.
I like what I like. Don't kink shame me.
Sorry. Let's talk about things I don't like.
Raw.
Let's talk about Goldust.
What? Hold on. You like Goldust?
Owen, I love Goldust.
Yeah. You love Goldust. You can still make Austin Power references in 2018, right? Is that still a thing?
Owen, like that joke, Goldust is old.
Oh, that good transition.
He just looks old and tired.
No, but he's got so much life. He was in the Cruiserweight division for a minute.
He cut a great promo. It was cool.
He quoted movies.
Yeah, I mean, he did his usual Goldust thing. There was a bit of a tinge in there of like, him kind of getting on some real shit about like how fucking shit has kind of left him behind. And yeah, no, like I think they're doing a really good job of like there being kind of a parallel between Goldust and John Cena and their characters right now of just being like,
old.
Yeah, they're both like old timers that are losing step. But just like, I don't know, between that promo and just like looking at Goldust and the fact that just like he looks like he's getting older. And that match was pretty slow paced and pretty short. Like it wasn't, it was fine, but like it didn't look super great. It just kind of made me sad and kind of made me feel like Goldust is just like, maybe it was an off night. Like, it was also apparently the first time that John Cena and Goldust ever had a singles match ever.
Uh-huh.
Which, how the fuck is that possible?
Consider where they are on the card.
I guess, but like, I don't know. I just feel like John Cena at this point has wrestled everybody.
Not everybody.
Point being, like, maybe there are some extenuating circumstances going on, but like this match, I just feel like didn't really connect, and just kind of made me worry that like Goldust is getting old, and that like I kind of want to see him go away gracefully rather than get to the point where I don't want to see Goldust anymore because he's so old, and I want him to go away and just retire.
Has John Cena and Braun Strowman wrestled?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Not in a singles match, but yes.
Okay.
It was. Wait, no, it was It was fucking in the build to Elimination Chamber. It was the match determined who would enter last, with John Cena versus Braun Strowman and Elias.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Strowman hit the running power slam, and then Elias stole the pin?
Yes. There we go. Okay. Just wanted to check. But yeah, Goldust needs to do something. He needs to get with Mandy Rose and do that thing where he's managing her. Because that was a really good role for him. Like him as a creepy old manager would be great.
He needs to just start calling her Marlena.
I made it.
I don't know. I made it pretty good.
I'm not it.
Whatever, hater.
What else you got?
I mean, I guess there's just one question for you, Owen.
What's the question?
It's Raw. Do you care?
Not really. I mean, they got 100 weeks until WrestleMania.
And counting. Like, yeah. So, hey, you want to hear about them doing Nia Jax versus Asuka again?
No.
Guess who won?
Oscar won. I know.
Alexa Bliss made sad faces at Mickey James about it, and Nia was all like, "My arm hurts."
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Nailed it.
Oh, I love it. That joke's always funny when the Alexa goes off.
Nailed it. Just like they nailed that bad segment. It wasn't bad. It was just, why are you doing this again? I don't care.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Owen, want
What?
to hear about something exciting and cool like Bailey and Sasha?
No.
Cool, because I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about any of this.
Want to talk about The Miz?
No.
He cut a really good promo.
Oh, I bet he did, 'cause that's all you can do is cut promos.
He wrestles as well. It's just,
Bad.
look, it's The Miz. You know The Miz.
He
You
does
like The Miz.
He does the kicks. Yay! This is the Danny Bryan kick, so it'll lead to nothing. Cool.
I like The Miz. I still like him a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like this week just kind of highlighted maybe my one, I guess it's not my one issue with The Miz as much as his other people who've been on the show before as issues with The Miz, that I think I'm starting to come around on their way of looking at things. Maybe you were right all along, mistaken is what I'm saying, but Miz did that thing where he calls someone out and he says something that's really fucking real, and like he can kind of get away with it because he's the heel and he's allowed to be a dick, but it's also way too fucking real and maybe you shouldn't go there. Like, it's the fucking Marge, it's the Marge quote of he's right but you shouldn't say it.
What did he do?
He basically told Finn to stop pretending that he's stop fucking saying that he's over, because nobody fucking gives a shit about his hand signal that's not even his.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's the thing. He's not wrong. And he basically called Finn lazy.
Well, he kind of is when he's not with the Balor Club, which apparently they're not doing anymore. Like, where's Gallows and Anderson? Why aren't they with him anymore?
No idea whatsoever.
Like, that shit was awesome. And he was turning heel, and it was great. Now he's back to being boring-ass face Finn, and honestly, I don't give a shit.
The point being, when Miz made that comment, you could see Finn's face, just like, he had like this doofy kind of like, oh, whatever, fucking smile on, to just like fucking stone face, like felt like he had been fucking stabbed in the stomach.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, damn, you made fucking Finn cry in the inside.
He had it coming.
And that's the thing, is that, like, because he's kind of not wrong, it just ends up being weird and kind of discordant, because it's like, man, Miz is a dick, but he's also right. Like, you know what? I know that, like, I like when wrestling has complex and interesting characters. I want characters to have depth to them. I feel like we talked about that just now with Goldust, where, like, I think that the stuff that they're doing with Goldust, of there being kind of like a sort of understated story about, Goldust being in the twilight of his career and trying to fucking get a moment for himself that, like, he's kind of squandered so many of. Like, I think that that's some complex and interesting storytelling there. I think having The Miz basically be Magneto, where he's a dick about it, but he's also kind of totally right, I don't think that works.
Nope. Because how are you supposed to boo that?
Yeah.
And it doesn't get the faces over.
Yeah. It doesn't get anyone over, because it's not getting Miz over in the right way, because it's, yeah, you're smart, but also kind of fuck you. But also you're right, but also fuck you for saying it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, like you said, it just makes the fucking faces look like assholes. It's not a good look for anyone.
Nope. I'm not looking forward to this match.
It's gonna be a triple threat at the WrestleMans.
Yeah, it's gonna be, the wrestling's gonna be good, but at the end, what matters about this? Who cares?
I'm calling it now. Miz is gonna win.
Good. Good. Is that it for Raw?
I mean, you want to talk about the Revival? Do you care about the Revival?
No.
Tag team?
John, we've been talking about Raw for like an hour. I don't want to talk about Raw anymore.
Oh, and the Revival is so good and wonderful. And they're top guys, and they're great, and they lost at the bar.
Of course they did, because the fucking bar always wins. Because they're fighting bullshit teams because there are no real teams.
I mean, there is one real team, and they lost the bar this week.
No, they're not real. The Revival lost to the old timers, so who cares?
Paul Heyman cut a promo.
Yeah?
It was real good.
Paul Heyman.
I don't like the storyline.
Yeah, because it's, it's full of shit. They're trying to make like, oh, it's real. It's like, no, actually, it's not.
And also, it's just, part of me kind of feels like Roman's whole bullshit about, oh man, you think you're too good for the company, the belt championship holder, he's not here, he doesn't care. It's like, I mean, at the same time though, like, the thing is that WWE kind of accomplished what they were going for in putting the belt on Brock Lesnar. They gave the fucking Universal Championship mystique, and they made it fucking important because, like, when it shows up, it's actually a thing that fucking matters.
Yep.
Like, the fact that you never see Brock Lesnar ever, except for when, like, it's a fucking big marquee match, like, it did what they were accomplishing of giving that title weight and levity, of giving that title, like, rarity and wanting to be like, this is an event. Like, if you're just going to go back, and I get that, like, that's the storyline that Roman Reigns has been doing with Brock Lesnar for the entire time, of just like, you don't care about this company and this business, I do. This business is my blood and my legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that shit doesn't really fly when I don't know. Like, I'm so conflicted on this, and I don't really know how to put it in words. But I guess I just, part of me just feels like, if you're just going, you're gonna have Roman say all this shit and do all this shit, and then just go back to well, I'm the fighting champion. I defend this every time I'm here, and we're gonna have it on every pay-per-view and do all these things. Like, how is this title fucking different from AJ Styles's? Like, what makes this fucking unique or interesting? And why is this one seemingly more important, other than because you like Roman Reigns more than AJ Styles?
My problem more with it is the fact that was yelling at Heyman to pick up the belt and respect it when he had the Intercontinental Championship. He gave like zero fucks about that belt. He's like, yeah, I got the belt. I don't give a shit. I want the other belt.
Or the United States Championship. I mean, fuck, man. Like, when Cena called him out in that promo in the Build Up to No Mercy about, like, hey, man, when I won the United States Championship, I used it as a way to, like, fucking kickstart my career and fucking make that belt something that mattered, important, and give it, like, a lasting legacy that other fucking people that have held that belt still use to this day. You fucking used it to fucking try and get Universal Championship matches against Kevin Owens.
Yep. So none of this feels right to me. And we all know the UFC stuff is just not showing up at shows is a bunch of garbage. Because of course it did. They wouldn't draw so much attention to it if it was real.
And also the problem is because there are so many weeks left in the fucking build up, and like because they've already pulled the trigger on, oh man, we say they're gonna show up and he doesn't show up. Like now I'm just like, well, why would he show up next week? Because Paul Heyman says he's going to. Paul Heyman's a known liar.
Yep.
That's his entire character, is that like he's kind of a liar.
Yep. So is that it for Raw?
That's it for Raw!
Thank God. We talked about Raw for like 3 hours, John. That show's not very good. Your show is good in only like a half hour?
Not SmackDown.
No. Mixed Match Challenge.
How bad was SmackDown this week, Owen?
We'll talk about that, but I want to talk about, since you're bringing up Raw, I want to talk about the people from Raw, Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman.
Bing bong, you're Braun.
Guess what?
What?
Braun and Alexa are the most lovely people in wrestling. They have true love, and they must cherish it and keep it safe forever.
Even more so than actual married couple, Jimmy Uso and Naomi.
Yeah, fuck them.
Well,
I mean, did you watch any of this?
Owen hates his own brand, confirmed.
Wait, because of Braun, yeah, I always pick Braun over SmackDown. Come on.
I have not watched the match because they have not put it up on the network yet, but I have seen choice screenshots.
It's literally on Facebook. You have Facebook. You can look at it. It's on Facebook Watch. You live in North America.
Facebook Watch is dumb and confusing. I don't want to find it.
You literally just follow the page on Facebook and it shows up in your feed. It's not that hard. Point is, John,
but I don't care that much.
You know I love Braun Strowman. You know I love Alexa Bliss. So I'll pick them over Naomi and one of the Usos any day of the week. And also, they're really into each other, and I'm way into it. Because did you at least see the segment they posted on? They posted a clip of Alexa trying to go off the top of the turnbuckle, and then Naomi pushing her off, and she lands in Braun's hands.
Yes, I did see that, and that was great.
They look lovingly at each other. And then she's like, we don't. We can't do this. Then she goes on the apron. Then she gets kicked. And then she's like mounting him. And it's the best. It's so good. Also, the way this match ended was that Jimmy Uso got destroyed through the announce table. And it upset Naomi. And then she got rolled up.
Sure.
Real love prevailed. Alexa is going to get these hands. And then they're going to lose next time.
No.
They are. I already know how this is going to go, and it's going to break my heart forever. You know how this is going to end, right?
No.
It's going to end with them losing, and then Alexa revealing that she never loved Braun and was only messing with his emotions to get him to, be better in the matches.
No.
And it's going to be the most upsetting. It's going to be like the #1 most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen in wrestling. And I can't, I'm not ready for it.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
It's #1. It's not even top 10. It's #1. I am devastated. And it hasn't even happened yet. So please, for the love of God, WWE, change your mind. Keep them together forever. It's the only thing that makes me believe in love. Please.
Who are they facing next time?
Asuka and The Miz.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying. Please change your mind. Even if they lose, keep them together forever because I need this. The world sucks. I need this, guys. Come on. Please.
Speaking of sucks, let's talk about SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown's up and down. Did you know?
Are you excited for Fastlane?
No! Not excited for Fastlane.
WWE does all year.
Dude, no, shut your damn mouth. Don't talk shit about my brand. I talk shit about my brand. And yes, Fastlane Sunday. Oh boy, this sure is the last SmackDown pay-per-view ever for a reason, because they can't even figure out how to put a card together for it.
They don't want none of this show, am I right?
I wasn't going there. I was just going to talk about Charlotte.
See, it was a joke on the champion.
No, I'm aware what you did. I didn't like it. Just like I didn't like AJ Styles' promo, and I'm going to talk about that. But first, I want to tell you about the most important thing that happened on this show.
Tell me about the Cammy.
No, it's not about that. You're not... Hey, John, listen to me. They revealed why the Riot Squad exists. This is very big news.
That is big news. Tell me more.
Because they just showed up out of nowhere, and there was no explanation for why these people are here. And they finally explained it in the opening segment. And it's because Charlotte exists. And she's winning all the belts. And they're like, fuck that.
What?
Yeah, they formed right after Charlotte won the SmackDown Women's Championship. And they're like, that's fucked up. She's a Flair, and she's like, oh, I'm the best women's wrestler ever. I'm the face of the women's revolution that isn't Stephanie McMahon. I'm the best. And they're like, fuck that. That was literally their explanation. Like, she's a myth. Yeah, it's this myth of her being the best is pissing us off, and we're gonna take the belt from her at Fastlane.
Okay.
That's their explanation for why Ruby Riot's in a fucking pay-per-view match with Charlotte Flair. And I'm like, fine, I guess.
Sure.
Just as long as we pivot away from this after Fastlane and we get to Asuka, please.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give that a sure.
The show got better from there. Because after that, we had Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal with Bobby Roode on commentary.
Again, a scale of 1 to 10, this gets a sure.
Really? That high of a rating for this? Because this is fucking terrible. I don't want to see
it's questionable, sure.
I don't want to see Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. That's like, I've seen that match a million times already. I don't need that again.
It's mostly about Bobby Roode on commentary.
Yeah, you'll never guess what happened with a United States Championship feud and the champion being on commentary. You'll never guess what happened.
Let me guess. Bobby Roode was on microphone and he sucked, but not in the fun way where he sucks because he's a good heel, but sucks because he's trying to be likable, and Bobby Roode is not likable.
Well, yeah, that happened, but that's not the thing I was talking about.
Bobby Roode got involved in the match between his two opponents that are fighting him for his title.
Yeah, someone got thrown into him, and then it caused a distraction.
Oh no!
'Cause he got mad. Can't believe that. And Jinder Mahal beat Randy Orton.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And now I'm terrified that they're going to make this a triple threat match, and I'm not happy about this. Because the match is currently Bobby Roode against Randy Orton.
Let me tell you a little something.
No, don't add him to the match. For the love of God, please don't. No.
Everything is a triple threat.
Well,
every mid-card title a triple threat.
Well, the main title is a double triple threat. 6-pack challenge.
A triple-double, please.
A double-triple. Is a double-triple threat. You can't call it a triple-double threat. That doesn't make sense.
A triple-double is a basketball term.
I know, but I was also trying to make sure it still says triple threat.
I hate you!
And I hate basketball! Until LeBron James comes here, then I'll love basketball. Hey, John, did you notice that on Raw there was only one of those shitty selfie promos?
Yes. Sort of.
There's only one.
Actually, I'm gonna be completely honest. No, because I just fucking tune those out whenever they happen.
I can't avoid them on SmackDown. They're everywhere, and I hate it. They put the text over everything. Like, you don't understand. Like, we had a Baron Corbin promo where he was doing this shit. And also, guess what? Whenever they say WrestleMania, it's not just the text WrestleMania, it's the fucking logo they put up. Because that's a thing. But yeah, we have that. Then
they just put text Lone Wolf over him.
No, it's just randomly picking words that he says or something. It gets worse, John.
Rockstar.
We have a segment that's probably from last week of Carmella and Becky Lynch talking about Twitter and trending and shit. It's just them hanging out backstage, a normal segment, and the text shows up again. Why? Why does that have to happen? And then, are you ready for this, John? AJ Styles does his promo, and then he throws to highlights of John Cena cutting his promo from Raw, which you didn't talk about. You just talked about the good Goldust bad part.
The John Cena stuff was fine. Like,
what?
I feel like the John Cena stuff was perfectly fitting for the character that he's going for, and like again is a good parallel with Goldust of John Cena 2 is like the old timer who started kind of losing step and is fucking basically, I don't know. I feel conflicted about it because it's also some cowardly ass bullshit to go on the show where that nobody can fucking respond to you to fucking say how you're better than everybody.
John, I don't give a shit about the content of it. Because they showed the highlights package of it that he cut to, and they fucking put the text over it. They turned it into one of those selfie promo things. And it was a Raw recap. What are they doing? What are they doing?
I'm very confused.
Why are they putting the text on everything? Everything doesn't need to be a lyric video.
Oh, and I'm really confused.
I don't like this. Stop.
Who is making these editing decisions?
Did Kevin Dunn find a copy of like After Effects or Windows Movie Maker and say, "Oh, I can overlay text over things. I'm gonna do that to everything." I
feel like
I put that shit on everything.
Did you ever hear the stories about how, in many ways, a lot of the reason why the lighting and shots of blocking in WWE look the way they do is because there's a running gag that's apparently not too far off from the truth that a lot of it is based on the pornography that Kevin Dunn watches?
No.
Well, that apparently is a joke that's gone around the wrestlers for some time.
Oh, I hate this.
I heard. But, yeah, basically where I'm going with this is, I guess Kevin Dunn's been getting really into getting Snapchat models things lately.
Fuck, no.
Heel turn!
So, anyway.
Wow, I killed you that bad, huh?
Speaking of women, remember how no one exists outside the Riot Squad and when Charlotte and her buddies?
Well, that's not true because we were just talking about Miss Money in the Bank Carmella and the Becky Lynch and they're
by
having
the way, John, guess what?
Snapchat promo wars.
John, guess what?
What?
She's Miss Money in the Bank. Tickets go on sale this Saturday for the other Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Whoops.
She's running out of time to do anything with that thing.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna cash in. I don't think she's gonna cash in.
Has that ever happened?
No, it's never happened.
Huh.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
Who is the longest to not cash in? Is it Carmella now, or is it still Dolph?
I think I think it's about neck and neck now. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, I guess probably Raw after Mania would be the.
But we don't
If
know.
She doesn't cash it in by then.
But we don't know when Money in the Bank was that year for Dolph.
We can find out pretty easily, I'm sure.
I'm sure you can look that up. We're not fact checking. Anyway,
I'm gonna fact check.
They realized the other, remember Natalia, she exists now suddenly because we have a card to fill for Sunday. We have no matches, so for no reason we're gonna have Becky Lynch and Naomi take on Carmella and Natalia. Okay.
Sure,
exactly. Do you know that Nakamura is a fucking asshole and I hate him now?
What?
Fuck Nakamura. He's bad. I hate him.
What?
I hate
Why?
him. He's bad.
Why?
Because,
what are you talking about? No.
you remember last week he had the match with the Aiden English, right?
I remember this happening. I don't remember you being very angry and upset about it.
Now I am, because they had a backstage interview with Nakamura and he's talking about needing people to faces. And then Rusev and Aiden English show up.
And well, fuck their faces.
And Rusev's like, you need him in the throat. Now Aiden English might have permanent vocal damage. He can't sing.
Oh no.
Aiden English can't sing anymore. And Rusev's like, fuck you. I'm going to kick your ass at Fastlane because you broke Aiden English.
So this is how they're punishing them for getting over? Is they're making so Aiden English can't do the thing that got him over anymore? Fuck the crowd for liking Rusev and Aiden English?
No, he's going to get better eventually. But the fact that he couldn't sing this week pissed me off.
I don't know.
And then Nakamura mocked him by singing Nakamura. It's going to be Nakamura Day on Sunday. This very much upset Rusev because he's like, you can't make up your own holiday. What's wrong with you? It's true.
Dolph Ziggler won his Money in the Bank contract on July 15th, 2012, by the way.
What?
Dolph Ziggler won his Money in the Bank contract on July 15th, 2012, by the way.
Okay. So, who's the longest reigning?
I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty positive it's him because he cashed it in on he cashed it in on like the day after WrestleMania, so that would be like April 7th, I believe it was.
Something like that. Okay. Well, we'll see when Carmella cashes in, if she ever does. What else happened on SmackDown? Talked about the stupid selfie promo stuff. AJ Styles cut a bad promo. Whoever is scripting AJ Styles is making him the most uncool person in the world, and I hate it. Because, same person who wrote the Cammy bullshit is writing this because he's like, hey, John Cena, you're talking about the whole thing about you're going to win the belt and then we're going to have a rematch at WrestleMania in a triple threat. The people don't want that. I fight for the people. I fight for us. He
I fight for my friends.
But he said us. He says, I fight for us. I'm like, what? No. Don't do this. Stop. Because you're going to summon him. And then he did summon him because Dolph Ziggler showed up.
Sure.
And Dolph Ziggler was like, fuck the people. If you do everything for the people, they stab you in the back.
He's not wrong.
Then I'm like, wait. You were a face last week. Because you were getting all cheered by the people. When did they stab you in the back again? Why are you a heel again now? What?
Because he's not fighting Sami Zayn.
No, he is. He's fighting Sami Zayn at the pay-per-view.
Well, a one-on-one match.
Still, out of nowhere, he went from being a heel to disappearing, coming back and fighting a bunch of heels, so he's de facto face, and now he's being a heel again. I hate Dolph Ziggler, and he needs to go away. Because he doesn't know what he is anymore. And I honestly don't care what he is. And then he had a match with AJ Styles. How do you think that went?
I'm going to guess that the Edge Styles won it.
No.
What?
Didn't. Because the Yep movement showed up and interfered.
Oh, okay.
Then
I suppose that makes sense.
And then they're like, hey, you know what would be real cool? If we made it a fatal 5-way. And then John Cena came out. Just kidding. Baron Corbin came out.
Sure.
Because John Cena's too big.
He was just on Raw.
Yeah, and then they have a fatal 5-way, which is essentially the match on Sunday, and then they did the thing where they gave away too much because earlier in the night they had Sami Zayn saying, "I'm gonna lie down for you on Sunday because you're the reason you're the person who got me to in this position, and I'm gonna have my day. But if you win, you become a Grand Slam champion, and I'm gonna do that for my friend." And then,
That's sweet.
And then this match, he haluva kicks Kevin Owens and pins him. Fucking what? Don't know. Unless this is a double swerve where it ends up them trying to throw people off and team together and the match, then this is dumb and bad. No.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I like Sami Zayn being the ultimate heel.
Yeah, I guess. But then what does that make Kevin Owens? Because he's not a face. And I don't want him to be.
It makes Kevin Owens a sad boy.
Okay. Fair.
See, that's the dynamic here. Sami Zayn's the fuck boy. Kevin Owens is his sad boy friend.
Word.
It's the hierarchy.
So you want my predictions for Fastlane?
Owen, let's talk about Fastlane.
I've in the notes I have them all listed and the matches listed for you. So
It's
you
a
just,
bad pay-per-view.
it's the last SmackDown pay-per-view. What could possibly go wrong?
Hopefully it's the last ever Fastlane.
It probably is. No. Maybe. I don't know.
God willing, it'll be the last ever Fastlane because these have never been good.
Well, why do you, at least the main event's gonna be good, and the tag match is gonna be good.
Maybe. All right, Owen. Let's talk about Becky Lynch and Naomi versus Natalya and Carmella.
Don't know why this match is happening. The faces are gonna win because, duh.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev.
The guy that everyone loves versus the guy that's gonna fight in the main event of WrestleMania. Pretty sure the guy who's gonna main event WrestleMania is gonna win this match because in my dream scenario, Rusev wins and they make it a triple threat, but it's not gonna happen.
I mean, in fairness, everybody does love Nakamura too.
Hear me out. Rusev wins. John Cena wins the championship. Fatal 4-way at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Make it happen. What else?
But first, Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott for the SmackDown Women's Championship. How bad is this match going to be?
Oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a bunch of outside interference and bullshit, but Charlotte's going to win. Because, of course, she's going to win. She's going to fight Asuka. Maybe Asuka will show up afterward and challenge her. And then destroy the entire Riot Squad.
What? The Usos versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Wait, they're doing this again?
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked for this. This match has always been good. It's been good every single time. I'll never get tired of this. I'm gonna say the Usos are gonna just barely win the match.
All right, then. Do you think they will do this match again at WrestleMania?
No, I think it's gonna be Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
All right, then.
What else?
Rude Bob Man
Who?
versus Randall Snakemeister
And that's it.
for the United States Championship.
That's it.
Question the first. Is a gender.
No! For the love of God, don't.
Are you sure?
I say let Randy Orton win this belt.
Really?
Yes. Gets him a guaranteed spot on WrestleMania, and then Bobby Roode can fuck off.
Oh.
Correction. Face Bobby Roode can fuck off.
I guess.
And finally,
The six-pack challenge for the WWE Championship between champion AJ Styles, the John Cena, the Kevin Owens, the Sami Zayn, the Baron Corbin, and a sixth guy.
yep. Whoever thinks AJ Styles isn't going to retain this belt is a damn fool. They're not.
Come on, man.
They're not fucking up Nakamura versus Styles at WrestleMania. Come on.
Dolph Ziggler. He's the ultimate sixth guy.
Okay, hear me out.
Have you seen his comedy?
Dolph Ziggler wins the belt and then vacates it.
All right, I'm on board for this.
AJ Styles versus Nakamura for the vacant title. Let's go.
Have they ever explained what the fuck
No!
that was about?
No, of course not. They didn't explain why he keeps turning face and heel, so why would they explain anything?
What a mess.
Yep. Let me briefly talk to you about 205 Live, which is the best show of the week, but no one stays to watch it because the crowd was completely empty. Holy
Good.
shit, the crowd was so empty during this. It was very upsetting. What do you think about Mark Andrews?
He has the band.
Uh-huh. And?
He has a band.
What do you think about Drew Gulak?
I am reading your first note here, and I'm angry, and I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, he had a backstage interview before he came out, and he says that he would have a PowerPoint presentation prepared for this situation. But to be honest, he hasn't opened his copy of Microsoft Office in weeks because he's been so focused on this tournament and how Mark Andrews is trying to the fuck with his WrestleMania spot. Also, he's got like a full beard now, along with the to make 205 Live a better place hair, and it's pretty great. He's like this weird mix of like I'm a badass, but also I'm a politician, and it's awesome. Then Drew Gulak says, "Hey, you're a high flyer guy. I punch people till they die, so I'm gonna do that to you." It was great. This match was Drew Gulak was awesome in this match. And then he hit him with that cool submission hold that he does. And the bell rang, and he just kept holding it. I think he might have killed Mark Andrews.
All right, then.
And then he looks like super pissed and angry, and then he was just standing in the ring looking pissed and angry. And I'm like, yeah! I want him to win this! Because of course I do. But also, yeah.
Okay.
Then we had a backstage segment where Drake Maverick welcomed in Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami. And he says, fucked up, you guys both lost the first round. However, you guys are really fucking good at wrestling. And then because of that, and not because you're both Asian, it's totally not the reason I'm doing this.
Totally not because you're both Japanese men.
I'm going to put you guys in a tag team to give it a shot. And they looked at each other weird, and they shook hands, and they went in the ring and fought some jobbers. And these two were really good together. They had a lot of good, like, tag team wrestling moves, and, like, they flowed together well, and they won relatively quickly. But I'm into these two being a tag team. I liked it. If they do the tag team titles, I could see these guys being very good in that division, and giving Hideo something interesting to do.
Seems preferable to the Lucha, whatever the fuck.
I like the Luchas, guys. You guys are cool. Lucha Party.
The good Lucha thing.
Yeah, because every time the commentary mentions them doing good Lucha things, I laugh. Main event was Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy confirmed still having a career.
Buddy Murphy confirmed to still be under 205 because they did another fucking weigh-in.
Is that his gimmick now? Is it gets weighed in every single time?
Yep. He weighs 197 now.
All right. Good for him.
Mustafa Ali also, before the match, had a promo which looked like he was outside someplace and there was night vision on him, kind of.
Yes, he do.
And he was talking about fucking Buddy Murphy because he congratulated me after I won in the first round, but I could see in his eyes that he fucking hates me and he wants me to fail. And if you look in my eyes, I'm intense and I'm gonna fuck you up.
What?
Yeah. He says fuck Buddy Murphy. Mustafa Ali was awesome in this promo. He was really intense. It was good.
Okay.
And then these two had a match. And Mustafa Ali won by roll-up. Like literally out of nowhere. I was surprised by this ending. But yeah. Mustafa Ali moves on.
That's a weirdly anticlimactic ending.
I know, it was kind of a bummer, but whatever, it's Buddy Murphy. What can he do?
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got the semifinals all set now. And for the 100th time, we're going to see Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. And I pray this is the time that Gulak finally wins. Because on the other side, we have the Rod Strong and the Cedric Alexander. And I honestly don't know which one of these guys is going to win.
It's a good question.
There you go. That's 205 Live. I don't know how they're going to have all this time between the tournament ending and WrestleMania.
Owen.
Hey, why don't you tell me about NXT real fast?
Did you watch the Knicks this week?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of the opening match? The match for the Dusty Rhodes Classic this week? Of the Authors of Pain versus TM61.
I think the wrong team won.
I agreed with you. I would have agreed with you until I saw that ending. And holy shit!
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't win because TM61 literally died.
He fucking powerbombed Shane Thorne or whoever it was onto that fucking ring apron, and then he fell to the outside. Holy, oh my god!
Like I said, literally killed him. I can't wait to attend the funeral because he's dead now.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, dude. It sure was.
That was a really cool finish. Like, yeah, okay. There's no way that after, Authors of Pain didn't prove they deserved to win that. I'm surprised. I think that, yeah, probably you would have gotten a lot more out of TM61 doing this. But, look, man.
Hear me out.
Dusty Road Classic is weird.
Hear me out, John. Authors of Pain should be in jail. Send them to jail. They murdered somebody.
I mean, we're talking about a company where people regularly assault and violence on each other.
Yeah, but they literally murdered him. He's dead now.
Bing Bong was thrown into a garbage truck.
Yeah, the bitch should have went to jail for that.
It was Kane, technically.
It was a lot of things. He should not run for mayor now. He was accomplice in murder. His opponent during the debates should show that footage.
Speaking of people that look like murderers, Pete Dunne.
Yeah, his hair looks more blonde. Weird.
Pete Dunne looking like a normal person was strange. I didn't like it.
He didn't look like a normal person to me. He looked like, oh, my hair's a little more blonde. I'm wearing a nice British suit because I'm a British man.
Yeah, exactly. He looked like a normal person.
Yeah?
He didn't look like a weird, creepy murderer man in a singlet.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Did you like the Rod Strong showing up?
I kind of expected it.
What'd you think about the Adam Cole baby?
That I liked. I enjoyed him talking mess at the Rod Strong.
And also talking shit at the Pete Dunne.
Yep.
He's like,
because he's Adam Cole, baby.
He's like, fuck you, fuck your belt. And then William Regal says, get the fuck out.
Is there a problem here, boys?
Apparently there was a problem because then announced for next week, we got Pete Dunne defending the championship against Adam Cole.
Well, good.
Did you not see
Speaking
this?
of people with problems.
Did you not see it? Okay.
No, I did.
Problems? What?
Speaking of problems, Owen.
What?
Sandy's got problems.
I don't think they have problems.
Because they're hanging out in abandoned buildings outside of town doing...
To be fair, John, you can go to any corner in Atlanta and you can find a building that looks like this.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
I did it. What's up? I'll be in Atlanta next February. How's everyone doing? Everyone be nice to me, please.
Sandy cut a promo in which they acted like Sanity and acted all, we're wild! What?
I don't know. I liked how weird Alexander Wolf was being. I like his accent.
I do too.
And then I liked the part where Nikki Cross jumped on his back.
Yeah, I was pretty into that.
And then Kelly Davis all mad. It's like, fucking Aleister Black.
That guy is a jerk, and I'm going to beat him up because I am the Killian Dane.
Kill is
That's
literally in
basically
his
what I got
name.
from that promo.
Kill is literally in his name. He must do it.
Bianca Belair fought a jobber again.
That match was like 10 seconds.
Yep.
She didn't even do anything cool to her hair, so who gives a fuck?
I have the words here, nice aged beef.
Yeah, dude. Do you know what that's about?
Yes, Heavy Machinery yelled that.
I love these guys. They're so good. Oh, we need more of them. I love Heavy Machinery. They're so fucking weird.
We don't need more of the next segment, though.
Why don't you read what you said there?
If I'm being honest, is probably an early front runner for promo of the year.
It wasn't a promo.
It was. It was the ultimate promo.
John, read what you wrote here.
What I wrote here in the notes is, and I quote, "No, fuck this guy, fuck off, go away forever."
In all caps.
Yes, in all caps.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa came out with his crutch.
Fuck him. Why are we giving him time? And also, why'd you say his
Crowd
name?
was really mad.
Don't say his name.
I mean, Morrow tried not to.
Yeah, Morrow's like, fuck this guy. Fuck his name.
They did the whole thing where he was gonna talk, and then the crowd got very angry and booed him even louder every time he almost did it. So he never did it, and he walked away. And then he came back in the ring and was like, no, fuck you, I am going to do it. And then he didn't do it again. And then he walked away. And then he ran into the man with the Johnny Gargano sign.
This guy fucked up.
So here's my question for you, Owen. You think that guy was a plant?
Oh, 100% it was a plant.
Because that was fucking perfect. Like,
that was a plant. Come on.
the way that, like, that fucking segment was, yeah, he grabbed that sign and he just ripped the shit out of it and he just took it to the middle of the ring and just started fucking beating the shit out of the ripped remnants with the crutch.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It was perfect. You know what my favorite part about this was?
What?
You didn't talk about the segment with Shayna Baszler.
Oh, right, that did happen.
Where if you were listening, you could hear the Ciampa promo happening in the background.
Oh, that's what that was.
Because the crowd was very moving a whole lot, then chanting Johnny Wrestling. Yeah, that was happening during that promo. It was really funny.
It's pretty good.
Because the crowd was so loud you could hear them. Yep.
Anyway, the point of all of this is fuck Tommaso Ciampa, and my favorite part was the guy that yelled at him, "Scumbag! You're so mean!"
He is so mean.
He is. That's right. That's why that dude's a fucking hero.
Checks out.
And then Aleister Black and Killian Dane was the main event, and I thought it was good, but
here's my question, John. You wrote Scary Evil Man but good versus Scary Evil Man Full Evil?
Yes.
Which was which? I don't know.
Scary Evil Man but good is Aleister Black.
But but he's also full evil. Have you not heard his theme song?
Yeah, I have.
Evil.
No, he's just got demons on his back.
Evil man. They're both.
That's what makes him evil, but he's good.
Why is Killian Dane full evil? He's a face.
Because he needs to shave his back.
Oh, that makes him evil? So one's got demons on his back, the other one's got hair? And the one with hair is the evil one.
Yeah. You see, Aleister Black's demons are figurative, whereas Killian Dane's are real because it's his hair. He needs to shave it.
You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Sure, we'll go with that.
I thought this match was good, but it also felt
awesome.
sloppy in ways.
That was awesome. Killian Dane was jumping out of the ring and shit. It was great.
I thought Killian Dane looked a little sloppy.
Okay.
That clothesline thing where Aleister Black jumped off the top rope and Killian kind of hit him with a clothesline, but
all right,
it wasn't great. Oh, that wasn't great.
All right, fine, fair. I'll give you that.
I also found the ending to be disappointing. Like, I thought that the sequence was really fucking cool looking. The way that they transitioned into like, Aleister surprises Killian Dane with the victory roll. Killian kicks out, and then Aleister immediately fucking black mass on wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that black mask was really good looking and fucking awesome. That sequence was awesome, but it kind of dawned on me, and now I'm a little bit worried of it. Aleister Black just feels like, what if Randy Orton but the Undertaker?
How dare you? Did you see his match with the Velveteen Dream?
Yeah, it was amazing.
He could put on good matches when he, called to do it. But when it's NXT TV, he can kind of slack off a little bit.
I'm not saying that like he's bad. I'm not saying that like he's not trying hard. I'm
You're not saying he's
like,
truly good or truly evil?
We'll never be equal, Owen. The point is, what I'm trying to say is that I'm worried that they are booking him in a way similar to how they book Randy Orton, where it's like nothing he really does fucking matters because it's all just about like his finisher.
I mean, isn't that like most matches?
I feel like most people do a good job of telling a story of the buildup of that. Like, yeah, I guess if you want to be reductive about it, you could break it down that way. But I feel like it's more obvious and more pronounced with, say, people like the Randall Snake Man. And I worry that they're putting Aleister Black in a similar position.
Hey, John, you want to know a little secret?
What?
XT is developmental. He can work on this.
But again, that's not something that you can, for him, that he could work on, because that would be how they are writing his character, how they're booking him.
Well, as we know, when they move to the main roster, the booking completely changes. So we'll see.
And it mostly becomes worse, except for like one person.
True.
Because I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how it seems like the only way you succeed on the main roster is if you were just kind of shitty in NXT and no one liked you.
Yeah. Weird.
But hey, God bless you, Elias.
He's the best. But now he's also dead under pianos.
Same, though.
Is that it for the NXT?
That's it for NXT, and that is it for Heel Turn, a production of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's not cool.
It's the website. Go to the website where things happen. Me being tired.
Yeah, this is a long episode. You talked about Raw for like 2 hours.
You talked about Raw for 2 hours.
No, I talked about SmackDown for like maybe a half hour.
Facebook.com/PWDOTC. Twitter @TheHeelTurn. We stream this live every Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern over at twitch.tv/OzoneOnline and YouTube. I don't know where on YouTube.
You never plugged the other Twitter @PWDOTC.
Because the other Twitter is just a bot that publishes, hey, we
it's
wrote
not
something
a bot. I write
on
these.
the website.
I write those. Don't say I'm not a bot. I add a personal touch to it, John.
That should be a robot's job.
No, I put love into every tweet that goes out.
They need to give you a watch, kick you in the butt, and say, a computer took your job, Daddy.
Oh, obviously, I'm trying to fight against the hard times.
Follow me on Twitter at IamJohnGM.
Follow me on Twitter @the_Ozone, fighting the good fight. Oh, by the way, the Oscars happened, John.
The auto workers are out of business, Owen.
No, John, you don't understand. I'm bad at Oscars. I only got 15 of them right. Rip.
I mean, the person that you were competing with also only got 15, so...
Yeah, but they're notoriously bad at this.
Well, all right then.
All right, well, I mean, at least it's about 2/3, so I kind of winning. Anyway, John, we will be back next week in a post-Fastlane world. In a
post-separately branded pay-per-view world.
It's a very scary future ahead of us.
A 4-hour future.
What do you mean 4 hours? No, a 10-hour future. All pay-per-views are 10 hours now. Buckle up. His next stop is WrestleMania. We'll be back next week with another episode where I complain about how bad Fastlane was. So until then...
Y'all come back now, you hear?